Phuck George Branch. Phuck George Branch. This video rebuttal is going to the National Center for the Nation of Islam in Chicago. And a corresponding copy must be sent to the Supreme Captain of the Nation of Islam, as George Branch, who was formerly known as Citation Abdul Muhammad in my Coalition for Honorable Incarcerated Black Men, is allegedly a lieutenant and captain and has been a registered member of the Nation of Islam since 1966 during the first resurrection, as known in the Nation of Islam. So the first resurrection is when the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad was among us. I'm on the corner of New York Boulevard and Fox Boulevard, what you youngins call Guy Brewer Boulevard. And I'm really right here by Basie Park houses, what you youngins call Basie Projects. So, George Branch, formerly known as Comrade George Branch, and Saifuddin Abdul Muhammad, and the official original gunslinger and gangster from Southside Jamaica, Queens, New York City, attempted to groom me into being a prostitute and attempted to groom me into running his share of the companies that I set up for him, his surrogate sister-in-law, who was surrogate or common law wife of his deceased brother Tyrone Branch, and his elder brother Stephen Branch. He said, no, you have to do your own accounting and have your own attorney. And I set a price of $250,000 for him to speak. He got scared. Oh, I'm not a rapper, I can't do it. No, he can't do it. Now, November 2023, his niece, my former friend, Katrina Denise Branch, daughter of Jimmy Jenkins and Yvonne Branch from 118th Road between Merrick Boulevard and Ring Place, who is my age. She was born May 1965. I was born August 1965. Lied to me and had me go to visit him in prison in an attempt with me as a community leader to help him get out. I went the next week. She said, oh, my uncle want me to bring you back up there. What the fuck? I'm not being nobody's trailer visit. Nobody's conjugal visit. Are you kidding me? So he told me when I went up there, oh, I want you to do my book. Now, a few months ago, he wrote and said he don't want me to do the book. Now, this was November 2023. We are now in, it's Father's Day. It's Sunday, June 21st. Approximately 11:05 p.m. 2026. It is Father's Day 2026. After going to visit him, this George Branch up in Shogunkin prison, allegedly a maximum security prison. He's been in prison for 40 years. I go home, he writes me on JPay at that time, wrote on JPay, and he attempted to initiate a relationship with me. Relationship? What, a prisoner? What the hell? I'm a credential and degree public relations practitioner. I am a community leader, international community leader. No? He was like my surrogate uncle when I was 10 when I met him. Something's wrong. In closing, the most recent findings was from Derek Fulton, who allegedly was going to do his writing because he refused to write any letters to help himself get out of prison. Informed me in 2 separate phone calls to a third party that George Branch, a prisoner at Green Haven Correctional Facility, was on psychiatric medications and that he was also using some type of drug. Later on in that conversation, it was confirmed that it was K2. I said, what? I told him this on June 19th, what this brother said. His name is Khalifa. He's allegedly a registered fruit of Islam in the Nation of Islam, through Muhammad's Ma 7C, because Muhammad's my 7C student minister, Henry Muhammad, used to go there and have meetings with them. Prayer, so on and so forth. A few months ago, he stopped going. They contact me, that's Khalifa, a.k.a. Derek Fulton, George Branch, a.k.a. Comrade George Branch, and Saifuddin Abdul Muhammad asked me what happened to him. I'm like, I don't know. George Branch threatened to blow up one of the Life Camp Inc. offices. Actually, I believe there's an office over here where I'm at now on Guy Art Brewer, known by us old heads as New York Boulevard and Foch Boulevard. There's also, the original one was on 110th Avenue and Sutphin Boulevard. And Mr. Twin Boogie, that's King Gerald Caldwell of the Caldwell brothers, you know as the Rockaway Twins, informed me that there is a Life Camp office on Inwood Avenue and Rockaway Boulevard. He threatened to blow up one of them. I said, what are you saying? Like, on a jail conference, a phone, on the jail phone. He's being taped. I don't care. I said, perhaps there is some type of mental illness. For you to say that on the phone and know that if you're actively attempting to petition the governor to have your sentence commuted, all she has to do, and I told him this plenty of times, as a pro bono and volunteer media and public relations social media specialist, all they had to do is ask for a week of all of your calls and listen to it, and then no, I'm not, no, you can't get out. Allegedly, 2054, according to the New York State Prison Lookup, is when he goes up for parole. He'll be 70 in October. 2054, he'll be 91. He served 40 years for 4 robberies and attempted murder. The Coalition for Incarcerated Honorable Black Men will not communicate with him anymore. I will block his calls, and I will not communicate with him anymore. And I will report this threat to Homeland Security. I'm a mandated reporter. I have to. It becomes a conspiracy when he continues to say things on the phone with his nephew, Yu. I'll hang you. I said, you can't say that. That's your nephew, your great nephew. What? Good Lord. He needs a higher level of care than what I can give him. Last conversation I had with him, we did 5 podcasts. I record all the conversations. I'm like, come on, really? No, yeah, I do. He informed me that his brother Stevie, who's 71, turned 71 May 29th of this year, 2026, was in the hospital. I went to Coney Island Hospital, which is now South Brooklyn Health, and the Ruth Ginsburg Bader Hospital. I went there. He had been discharged the day before. I then went to his residence in Cary Gardens in Brooklyn. Went to his door, took a picture, and emailed it to him and texted to him as proof that I was there. Made short films in that area. May Allah continue to bless y'all. But Aunt Ronnie, Rhonda Etheridge, Uncle Stevie, Stephen Branch, and George Branch are not ready to do business. They will not answer emails. George Branch attempted to gangster me and tell me that I was going to do his accounting. I was just going to do everything. He wasn't going to do anything. He's not writing anything. That I was going to do everything. Are you kidding? You can't do that. What world are you living in? Ridiculous. 2.5 years he's still in prison because he will not write any confidential letters and type them on a typewriter, which he has, and send it for his own freedom. He's happy there. Wow. His brother, Uncle Stevie, said, well, let him stay in there then. And that's a direct quote. Let him stay in there. It's been fun, Southside. I'm on tour, and I'm going to enjoy my tour. Shout out to Zodiac Fisheries, who I saw today. Shout out to DJ J.O. Day. Shout out to the Caldwell brothers. Obey the law, young people. Obey the law. Go to college, travel, have fun. Don't spend your time trying to be a gangster. There's no such thing. All gangsters are dead. That's what the brothers used to say back in the 70s. I'm Professor Shabazz Shakur, a.k.a. MC Poppin'.